Okay, so what do we do about these flashbacks? Honestly, I don't have a whole lot of ideas, but uh, here we go, right? So have Amanda Waller have her initially bring Oliver in to I said this way back when we were talking about the flashback videos. Have her question Oliver about either the undertaking or what the hell happened with Slade, and have her debrief him on what the deal is with the Amazo and all that shit. Because again, what the fuck does Amanda Waller need with pre Green Arrow Oliver Queen, or even pre Arrow Oliver Queen? We're talking like he's a nobody at this point. What does Amanda Waller need with him? So, yeah, that's all I can really think of. And have maybe Amanda Waller take her to maybe somewhere that's maybe similar to the island, or somewhere else in China or something. Maybe some remote area or something. And we're gonna, just as a thought I had. You know how they had like those Yakuza guys fucking chasing around Katana and Maseo and them and all that shit? So in the Green Arrow lore, there's this guy named Greg Osborne who employs the Yakuza to do all these nefarious things for him, and he's like this corrupt like CIA agent who crosses paths with Green Arrow and all that stuff, and he's featured in Longbow Hunters, and you know how the writers of Arrow like to show off their comic book cred by naming characters after characters from Longbow Hunters, even if they're not actually the characters from Longbow Hunters. So I say we bring him in, and maybe I don't know when Amanda Waller's maybe off with Oliver at this remote facility, Argus facility somewhere, and I don't know. Maybe you can have Katana there. Maybe you can have Maseo there. Honestly, I don't care. What I would do with Katana instead, I would not use her here. Instead, I'd wait until season 4, and then when we're doing the weapon clans and shit, she can be the head of the sword clan like she is in the comics. Not waste her here in the flashbacks. But anyway, have I don't know, something going on where we're gonna change it so Greg Osborne, instead of being a corrupt CIA agent, he's a corrupt Argus agent, and these Yakuza guys attack the place as this facility, this Argus facility, as Oliver and Amanda Waller are there, and Oliver's being debriefed and everything, and they escape or something from the Yakuza dudes, and now they're on the run, and for you have to contrive some situation, some plot device where Amanda Waller doesn't have access to the Argus resources anymore, or maybe like Greg Osborne it's like I don't know, somehow like taking over Argus or something, or this the the branch of Argus over in Hong Kong is like really corrupt or something, and Osborne's taking it over, and they're gonna kill Amanda Waller, or something. I don't know, make it work, right? Like I said, I haven't put a whole lot of thought in these crappy flashbacks, but because again, Oliver Queen, Hong Kong, Amanda Waller. Yeah, I do like the idea that like, see, here's why I'm going with this. I do like the idea that Oliver, how he turns into a psychopath and all that shit. He learns that from Amanda Waller. So anyway, so they're on a run for the Yakuza dudes, and this is where Oliver learns about the torture and all these like survival skills. He learns that from Amanda Waller, as both of them are on the run from these Yakuza guys, and they're trying to survive and shit. And yeah, I sorry, that's like the best I can come up with. But hey, it's something. I don't know if you can stretch that for a whole fucking season, but hey, it's something. Um. So yeah, that's that's I guess that's what I would do with season 3 of Arrow. That's what I would have done. I think it would have came out a lot better. Um, I know some of the characters probably need maybe a little more to do. I like the Lances. I don't know you know, Captain Lance, Detective Lance. Like I said, I don't know what more to do with them. Maybe just kill them off. Like I said, maybe the league just kill them off. I don't know. Um, Thea, I guess what you could do with her, you know, towards the end, I didn't mention this, is you know how Laurel, like she kind of has the falling out with the Birds of Prey over the whole thing with about Merlin and all that shit. So I guess Laurel would find out what's going on with Thea. That kind of Merlin's kind of holding Thea against her will, kind of thing, and kind of a way to kind of stick at the fucking to Merlin is that just before she leaves to go back to Starling City, she you know, and help out uh, you know, the newly reformed Team Arrow take on Hive and all that shit. She would take Thea with her. So yeah, and then I guess what you would do when you got to the, see, now I'm getting ahead of myself. I guess when the season 4 episode, what you would do is you have you know, Simon LaCroix kind of screwing with Oliver, and Oliver's learning about the whole Arrow clan and all that other shit. And while that's going on, meanwhile, Merlin shows up at Verdant looking for Thea, starting shit. And then so Oliver shows up, and the two get into a fight. And then maybe in the middle of the fight, LaCroix reveals himself as Komodo, and then you have like this three-way fight with Komodo, Merlin, and Oliver, or something. Some thoughts there. So yeah. So yeah, that's my kind of just my idea for what to do with Arrow season 3. So looking going forward here, looking forward, we got some news, quite a bit of news about what's going to be going on in season 4 of Arrow, the actual season 4 of Arrow, not Mr. Fanfiction writer here. In no particular order, I'm just going to be going over stuff, various different things news bits that we've been getting. So John Constantine from the shortly lived NBC Friday Night Death Slot show Constantine is going to be showing up in Arrow this season. Now, the two shows were made by the same production company. Constantine was canceled back in January, February. Never really got decent ratings for NBC on a Friday night, so it was canceled. They didn't get a back nine. That's what they call it, a back nine order of episodes. So it only got like it was only on for a half season. So when didn't get additional episodes ordered, you know, you knew pretty much the writing was on the wall. So we're gonna get John Constantine in Constantine's short run. A lot of people actually like Constantine, and a lot of people say it's a lot better than Arrow. Personally, I just saw the pilot, thought it was okay, but I guess it gets a lot better. You know, maybe I should go back and watch it. But yeah, so a lot of people not happy that kind of Constantine, like that show, is kind of gonna be associated with Arrow. Just by mere association, it's gonna make Constantine worse. Just how like Arrow season 3 makes Arrow season 1 and 2 worse, like, that kind of thing, the association thing. So, um, I mean, I guess it's some good news about it. The episode that Constantine's going to be in, which from what I'm hearing here, it's just gonna be a one-time spiel here. They're getting the original actor back and everything, full costume. Um, the interesting thing is the Constantine TV show ended on a bit of a cliffhanger, is my understanding. So, like, are they gonna play it like the Constantine show happened in the, like, well, I guess Mark Guggenheim is now christened it the Arrowverse, this shared universe between Arrow and Flash and I guess Vixen now and then Legends of Tomorrow and all that shit. Does that make Constantine canonical with the Arrowverse? I if this was still seasons 1 and 2 Arrow, I'd say absolutely fucking not. With all this occult bullshit going on, but what? They're going. I mean, come on, let's face it, guys. It's not the same show anymore. They've gone full blown off the walls fucking comic book here. So yeah, fine. Put fucking demons and shit and whatever the fuck else into the fucking Green Arrow fucking mythos here. Fine. Why the fuck not? So yes, or are they gonna play it as though this is just the same actor playing Constantine, and here's Constantine, and we're just gonna introduce the Arrow audience to Constantine here? I suspect I guess it'll probably be the latter of the two things. I'm guessing. Um, I guess one of the good things is that they're actually getting one of the directors who directed episodes of Constantine to direct the episode that Constantine's gonna be in, and I guess they cleverly the episode's gonna scheduled to air around Halloween. Ooh, and it's gonna concern Sarah's resurrection from the Lazarus pit. And I guess Constantine, the Lazarus Pit is one of these occult things that he deals with. I guess that's the idea. Um, so yeah, that's that. I mean, I'm curious to see what the Constantine fans think, even though they're a very small minority. Of how like Arrow getting hold of their character and shit. Um, so in other news, over the last few months, well, particularly the last few weeks, we got our star Stephen Amell. Mr. Amell appeared on WWE television in some weird crossover thing, I guess, trying to, I guess the Amell. I mean, I guess Amell, he was like a wrestling fan already. I guess he was at WrestleMania 6 or something. The Ultimate Warrior Hogan match in Toronto, I believe it was. And oh, maybe doing some kind of weird cross promotion, trying to the friggin' Arrow people want to in CW, they want to always trying to get that coveted 18 to 34 missing teeth demographic. Going, not just we're not all about the teenage girls and the love drama and shit on here in the CW. Try to go after that wrestling audience too. So I guess he engaged in one of these celebrity feuds with Stardust, and this reminds me back in like the '90s when they had former football player Lawrence Taylor feud with Bam Bam Bigelow for no good fucking reason.